So TMD, we got a question, and this we've been getting very often in our job fairs. And these people are middle-aged men who've worked their entire career in Gulf, but when they come back, their experience over there is not counted. They're not being hired because they are older than the age limit that is required, and that is the sole reason why they are not getting jobs in India. So, how should they go about this? How should they restart their careers, or what should they do to get jobs?
See, I think the people when they go to Middle East, there are a lot of benefits of Middle East. You get tax-free income, you get a lifestyle, you get a house, car, property. So there are a lot of positives when you go to Middle East. But the same positives, what you do in the Middle East may also become negative when you want to come back. And there are many reasons why many Indian companies don't value the Middle East experience, and to some extent it's also likewise for the reverse also. If you work in the Middle East and if you want to take a job in the Middle East, they would prefer people with a Middle East experience. But nature, because they know the market, the lifestyle, their stability of the job is also higher. So I would say that there are many stories about hiring of Middle East people. One of them is they will go back to Middle East if they get a job. So they're only passing time. These are perceptions. So what I will do, if I had come back from Middle East, I will do 3 or 4 things, and that's what I want to share. First thing I would like to share is that I will recognize that I will not get a job immediately. It will take at least 6 months. So I have to be prepared. I don't want to get frustrated. I'll expect a job immediately. So give yourself time. You already made some money, you've saved some money. So don't get stressed out. Second, definitely the biggest problem with Middle East versus India, the size of the market in Middle East is very small. Things are more structured there. For example, in consumer products or in consumer durables industry, the Middle East is very good in distribution. Distribution is not a challenge. In India, distribution is a challenge. But Middle East is very good in consumer promotion, trade promotion. So there are many pluses in the Middle East. But by and large, the perception in India is Middle East is a very small market, so your experience is not valuable. And it's also very structured market, structured people work very disciplined way. India, everything is jugaad. So you have to learn to do jugaad. So some perceptions are there. So the first thing I'll give myself away. Second thing I will do, I will sit down and write down what are the 3 or 4 things you learned from the Middle East which is very different from what you learned in India. Like I gave example of consumer promotion. So I will like to identify 4 or 5 things and highlight them in my resume. What is different in the Middle East? Don't write a prosaic, boring resume of Middle East experience. So you must highlight what is different, what is special about Middle East experience. Third part, I think, is in the any kind of a returnees, we need to establish that your intention is not to go back. Right? If you are able to show that you are relocated with your family here, your intention is to now build a career in India, that should come out very clearly in your covering letter. Because the first expectation is, if given a chance, he'll go back. So I don't want that image to stick. So that also you have to attack it very clearly. The fourth one is, I think this is very important and we have to understand that in terms of technology adoption, I think India is far ahead. Whether you talk about digital technology, usage of digital technology, I'm not saying Middle East is backward, they are definitely good, but India is far ahead in terms of complexity. So I will definitely do one course when I come back. 6 months when I'm waiting for a job, I'll pick up a specialized course in India. It could be in data science, digital technology, cyber security, something related to what I have done, and then I'll apply and go and start reading and understanding. You need to come across in the interview, when you go for an interview, you need to come across as an expert, not as somebody who can do a routine job. That's the impression again people have about Middle East, which is not true. Middle East jobs are also complex. But when you come to India, you are fighting perceptions. So one of the perception is these guys are not experts. Therefore, you need to get a certification, demonstrate that expertise that you have in the job. These are 4 things I will do if I come back from Middle East.